some interesting facts about Felix Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn was born into a wealthy family and did not have many issues to deal with as he moved up his career ladder. This was in deep contrast with the ideals of Romanticism, which appealed to those members of the society who were suffering. However, Felix was able to fit the bill and wear the romantic cloak without any issues. Mendelssohn was an enthusiastic visual artist who worked in pencil and watercolor, a skill which he enjoyed throughout his life. His correspondence indicates that he could write with considerable wit in German and English. His letters were sometimes accompanied by humorous sketches and cartoons. Mendelssohn was a noted conductor, both of his own works and of those by other composers. At his London debut in 1829, he was noted for his innovative use of a baton, then a great novelty. But his novelty also extended to taking great care over tempo, dynamics, and the orchestral players themselves, both rebuking them when they were recalcitrant and praising them when they satisfied him. Mendelssohn was an excellent watercolor painter. He also maintained an enormous correspondence which demonstrated his wit. Sometimes he would draw sketches and cartoons in the text of his letters. Mendelssohn was a brilliant keyboard player. One of his obituarists noted, "First and chiefest, we esteem his pianoforte playing, with its." Mendelssohn traveled widely and made the first of his 10 visits to Britain in 1829. He was a great lover of Britain, and the people of Britain loved him and his music back in equal measure. He traveled widely around the country, with trips to Scotland sparking 2 of his best-loved works, his Scottish Symphony and the Hebrides Overture. Mendelssohn took a memorable trip to the Scottish island of Staffa, and its famous Fingal's Cave in 1829. The journey made an immediate impression. He wrote the first few bars of what became the Hebrides Overture on a postcard to his sister, saying, "How extraordinarily the Hebrides affected me." Mendelssohn was a grandson of the philosopher Moses Mendelssohn. Mendelssohn wrote numerous compositions during his boyhood, among them 5 operas, 11 symphonies for string orchestra, concerti, sonatas, and fugues. Most of these works were long preserved in manuscript in the Prussian State Library in Berlin, but are believed to have been lost in World War II. Mendelssohn suffered from ill health during the final years of his life. The music tours and visits across England and Scotland left him exhausted and ill. Without the medical interventions available today, he had gradually become frail. He suffered a series of strokes, recovering from each of them, until the last one that killed him at the age of 38. Mendelssohn's wedding march is heard as brides walk down the aisle all over the world. The 3rd of February. Happy birthday Jakob Ludwig Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy. If Mendelssohn's met William Shakespeare's on the road, what would be his first words of greeting? However, based on his life and work, it is possible to imagine what his first words of greeting might be. Here are some possibilities. Good day, sir. I am Felix Mendelssohn, a composer from Germany. It is an honor to meet you, Mr. Shakespeare. Ah, the great William Shakespeare. Your plays have inspired me greatly, sir. I am Felix Mendelssohn, a musician and composer. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Greetings, Mr. Shakespeare. I am Felix Mendelssohn, a composer of music. Your works have been a source of inspiration for me, and I have often thought of setting them to music. Perhaps we could collaborate on a project someday? Excuse me, sir, but are you William Shakespeare, the playwright? Oh, how wonderful. I am Felix Mendelssohn, a composer. I have long admired your works and would be honored to discuss them with you. Good morrow, Mr. Shakespeare. I am Felix Mendelssohn, a composer of music. Your plays have been a great influence on me, and I have often thought of writing music to accompany them. Might I have the pleasure of your company for a while? The 3rd of February. Happy birthday Jakob Ludwig Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy. Jakob Ludwig Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy, widely known as Felix Mendelssohn, was not only a German composer, pianist, organist, and conductor but also a prominent figure of the early Romantic period. Born on February 3, 1809, in the vibrant city of Hamburg, Germany, Mendelssohn hailed from a highly esteemed Jewish family. His lineage included his grandfather, the renowned philosopher Moses Mendelssohn, who had a profound influence on Jewish enlightenment. However, it is intriguing to note that Felix's father, Abraham, Mendelssohn made the decision to renounce the Jewish religion even before Felix's birth. As a result, Felix and his siblings were initially raised without any religious education. In a significant turning point in Felix's life, on March 21, 1816, a private ceremony took place in the family's Berlin apartment. This ceremony marked the baptism of Felix and his siblings, officiated by the Reformed Protestant minister of the Jerusalem Church. During this event, Felix was given the additional names Jakob Ludwig, signifying the family's connection to their Jewish heritage. Moreover, the name Bartholdy was added to their family name at the suggestion of Lee's brother, Jakob Solomon Bartholdy. Interestingly, Jakob Solomon Bartholdy had inherited a property named Bartholdy in Louisianstadt and chose to adopt it as his surname. Abraham Mendelssohn, in an 1829 letter to Felix, explained that embracing the Bartholdy name represented a deliberate departure from the traditions of his father, Moses Mendelssohn. As Felix embarked on his musical career, he respected his father's wishes by signing his letters and having his visiting cards printed as Mendelssohn Bartholdy. This was a thoughtful compromise that demonstrated his loyalty to his father, while still acknowledging his Jewish heritage. Mendelssohn's musical genius flourished across various genres, including symphonies, concertos, piano music, organ music, and chamber music. His compositions were characterized by a distinctive blend of lyricism, technical brilliance, and the ability to seamlessly merge classical forms with romantic expression. Notably, Mendelssohn's compositions received high acclaim during his lifetime, and have continued to resonate with audiences throughout the years. Beyond his own musical contributions, Mendelssohn played a pivotal role in reviving interest in the works of Johann Sebastian Bach. He conducted the first performance of Bach's Street Matthew Passion in almost a century, sparking a renewed appreciation for Bach's music. Mendelssohn's reverence for Bach's legacy significantly influenced the music world and paved the way for the Bach revival that followed. Tragically, Mendelssohn's life was cut short at the age of 38. On November 4, 1847, he passed away in Leipzig, Germany, leaving behind a rich musical legacy that continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Mendelssohn's unwavering commitment to his craft, his remarkable talent, and his ability to bridge classical and romantic styles have solidified his position as one of the most revered composers of the 19th century. The 3rd of February. Happy birthday Jakob Ludwig Felix Mendelssohn Bartholdy. What type of music did Felix Mendelssohn compose? Felix Mendelssohn, a prodigious German composer, pianist, organist, and conductor, left an indelible mark on the world of music. Born on February 3, 1809, in Hamburg, Germany, Mendelssohn came from a distinguished Jewish family with a rich intellectual heritage. Despite his father's decision to renounce the Jewish religion, Mendelssohn's upbringing was filled with the cultural and intellectual influences of his renowned grandfather, Moses Mendelssohn, a prominent philosopher of the Enlightenment. Mendelssohn's musical journey began at a young age, displaying exceptional talent and an innate understanding of composition. His early works, composed between the ages of 12 and 14, included 13-string symphonies, which were initially intended for private performances within the Mendelssohn household. These remarkable compositions, though unpublished and publicly performed long after his death, showcased Mendelssohn's prodigious abilities and set the stage for his future achievements. As Mendelssohn matured as a composer, his music embraced a unique blend of lyricism, technical brilliance, and a profound ability to infuse classical forms with romantic expression. His compositions spanned an array of genres, including symphonies, concertos, piano music, organ music, and chamber music. Notably, Mendelssohn's symphonic works, such as the Italian Symphony and the Scottish Symphony, showcased his gift for evoking vivid imagery and capturing the essence of their respective inspirations. Among Mendelssohn's best-known works are the overture and incidental music for William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, which includes the iconic Wedding March. This enchanting piece has become synonymous with weddings around the world, a testament to Mendelssohn's enduring influence on popular culture. Furthermore, his oratorios, St. Paul and Elijah, demonstrated his mastery of choral composition, combining sacred texts with powerful and emotive musical settings. Mendelssohn's piano works hold a special place in his repertoire, with the series of Lieder ohne Worte, songs without words, standing out as his most renowned compositions for the instrument. These intimate and lyrical pieces perfectly showcase his ability to convey emotion and tell stories through music. Additionally, Mendelssohn composed 4 piano concertos, 2 concertos for 2 pianos and orchestra, and a double concerto for violin and piano, further establishing his virtuosity as a performer and composer. Despite his immense musical success, Mendelssohn faced personal challenges and health issues. His final years were marked by bouts of illness, likely exacerbated by his rigorous musical tours and demanding schedule. Tragically, Mendelssohn passed away on November 4, 1847, in Leipzig, Germany, at the age of 38, leaving behind a profound musical legacy that continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. Felix Mendelssohn's contributions to the world of music were not limited to his own compositions. His tireless efforts as a conductor, pianist, and advocate for the arts paved the way for future generations of musicians. His unwavering commitment to his craft, his ability to bridge classical and romantic styles, and his profound musical sensitivity have solidified his position as one of the most revered composers of the 19th century. Today, Mendelssohn's music remains cherished and celebrated, a testament to his enduring impact on the world of classical music. From his enchanting melodies to his symphonic grandeur, Mendelssohn's compositions continue to captivate audiences, transporting them into a world of beauty, emotion, and musical brilliance. Their stories remind us that we have the strength within us to overcome obstacles, pursue our dreams, and make a positive impact on the world. Let us embrace their unwavering spirits and allow their stories to ignite the fire within us, propelling us towards our own greatness. Remember, the power to overcome is within us all. Join us next time as we uncover more remarkable stories from the annals of history. Until then, remember to embrace your own inner strength and never be afraid to follow your convictions. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating historical content. And as always, if you have any suggestions for future topics, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Stay curious, my friends.